Hi, I'm Erica Lindbeck, and I'm here with Anime Impulse. My current obsessions, well, the one that the internet, anyone who follows me on Twitter knows about, is My Hero Academia. That show is absolutely incredible. I can't believe I slept on it for so long. I think it's just because, you know, being an adult is hard, and I would get really stressed out about the idea of watching, 63 episodes of something, and I would sit down and try to start watching it, and then I'd be like, Erica, you could be doing so many other things. And so I managed to get through the first few episodes. I really loved it. Fortuitously, Christmas break was coming up, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get through all these episodes of My Hero Academia, and I did it. I was watching like 16 episodes a day. Like, it was really, really bad. It's amazing, I love it. I freaking love that show. It is just shonen at its finest. I don't want to stir the pot, but I just really like Bakugo and Uraraka. Like, I don't know why I like it. Even though there's not a lot of like evidence in canon for them, I'm just like, anything. I'm like, oh, they're standing a foot away from each other. They love each other. That was a journey, for sure. She had not been announced in Japan yet when I went in to start recording for Futaba. I thought I was gonna be another character. And I went in and they were like, hey, we have this little hacker girl we want you to voice. And they just showed me this little sprite of her with her little glasses and her hair and everything. And Atlas was amazing about giving me information, but there just wasn't a ton available. I just sort of let Jesus take the wheel, and I made something up, you know? I was trying to figure out, because for me, I've played a lot of outlandish characters. My goal is always to make them as grounded as I possibly can. So I immediately set about trying to justify her behavior in any way that I could. Like, why would she react this way? That was where the whole, like, I kind of approached her like she was on the autism spectrum. And luckily, some people were really thankful for it, and they thought it was cool, and like, they thought the representation was cool, which obviously is a testament to Atlas and their creation of the character and everything. But it was a lot. She has such a cool story arc. I feel so lucky that they entrusted her to me, and I got to, take a crack at her and give her a voice. I don't want to speak for her, but she is kind of a trash gremlin, much like me. One of my favorite memes is the one of like Robert Redford going, and then it slowly zooms in. And then the other one that I use very often is the one of just the picture of the old man with the red sweater on, and he's going, guess I'll die. That's one of my favorites. I've been acting since I was like maybe 9 or 10, and I went to UCLA for theater, and I went through the whole, like, how do you make a character? The who, the what, the where, the when, the why, all that. Now, to be honest, it's just instinct. With anime, a lot of times there are references. So I can just look, and like with Mordred, like you're dubbing to picture, so I see what the Japanese or the Seiyu did. There's always reference there. With other things, like for example, like I did Black Cat for Spider-Man, that was me making a judgment call and deciding, okay, this is what she's like. This is what I've decided that she is as a character. For me, it's not about the voice, it's about the character. That is very important to note. And justifying characters that could be outlandish, or that are outlandish, and trying to give them as much heart as I can. Oh! Ho! Who? Kakashi obviously has amazing abs. I don't know if we've ever seen his abs. We probably have. Shinya Kogami from Psycho Pass. Get it, boy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lancer from Fate. Honestly, Lancer from Fate Zero and Lancer from Fate Apocrypha. I'm going more than 3, is that okay? Perhaps Grimjow from Bleach. Great abs. Archer. Obviously great abs. We can see it through his suit. Oh, Todoroki. Obviously great abs. Bakugo, I don't think we've seen his abs, but he probably has great abs. And last but not least, Mothman. Listen, I don't know why is Mothman hot? He just is. Do you guys follow Mothman Bot on Twitter? It is the best thing ever. That was when my full-fledged obsession with Mothman happened, because my suspension of belief is so ridiculous that I do believe it is Mothman tweeting things about himself. Why do I love Mothman? He's a moth and a man. What is there not to love? He probably has abs and lives in the woods, and I'd like to think that he saves people. I'd like to think that he saves people. And that's scary, Ooh, man. So I voiced Mordred in Fate Apocrypha, who is one of my favorite roles. I've like cried a million times about her. I've cried on panels. It was definitely her. She yells a lot, just a lot. And we were dubbing it as the show was coming out in Japan for Fate Apocrypha. We'd have to get it done pretty much in one session because they were on really tight deadlines. And I remember the last scene with Mordred and Kaori and Semiramis. I was just on fumes at the end. Like, I almost tapped out. It was really tough. It was emotionally really demanding for me, but we got through it. And funnily enough, the vocal stress kind of sounded right for the moment, because she's kind of getting her butt beaten. So yeah, lots of black clothes, lots of leather jackets, lots of big old black purses, lots of studs. That would be Eric. It would be like a rocker chick Barbie or like goth Barbie. Yeah. My life is kind of consumed with work right now. I horseback ride sometimes. I should get a better hobby, or playing video games, like playing a lot of Overwatch. Yeah. I had someone tell me to act more once. They said, could you act more? There was a language barrier. And what I realized that meant, when I first heard it, obviously my entire ego just completely crumbled and shattered into pieces, but I realized what they meant was they wanted more pre-life, which means like, I can't make it, or I can't do this. And they just wanted like a little bit more acting, as it were. I'm 60 hours into Persona 5, but I had to stop because it was taking over my entire life. I didn't want to do anything else. I understand why everyone loves Persona. First of all, I understand how important the casting of the characters is, because if you don't buy into those characters, you are screwed. Like, that is the whole point of the game. You want to fall in love with these characters. You want to be this like Japanese high school student. It was just so immersive. I didn't want to do anything else. I didn't want to leave my house. So I stopped after Futaba's Palace, actually. I was 60 hours in. Yeah, but I'll pick it back up at some point. Kakashi from Naruto. He is my boy. He is my waifu for lifeu, bae. You wanna hear something? This morning while I was eating my breakfast, I watched a video explaining why he was basically the most prolific character in all of Naruto, and his character arc is the most important. Which I agree with, obviously. He's my bae. Your Lie in April, for those of you who know what it's about, it's obviously very sad. And spoiler, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your ears if you don't want to hear this. She has a chronic illness, or a terminal illness. I had a little girl write me a letter about how she suffered from a chronic illness and how Kaori really helped her. And just to even be a small part of that is so insane and so amazing. And I feel so lucky that I get to like do the job that I do. It's easy to just think that what you do doesn't matter. Like, you know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a surgeon, I'm not saving people's lives. But it's really nice to hear that I could positively impact somebody in that way. Oh my God. What does being a voice actor mean to me? Being able to do what I love. It's the way that I express myself, and I feel lucky that I get to make a living doing it. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my Q&A. If you want more of me, you can follow me on social media right here. It's Erica Lindbeck on Instagram and Twitter. See you there.